Right, so moving on to Rival Watch. Explosive post-match
Oh yeah,
interview
this was
with
class.
Conte. Do you want to go through this?
Yeah, this was amazing. So I think that game happened the same day as ours, but I was too wrapped up in our
Yeah, I
own
think it
kind
did.
of
Yeah,
Chelsea depression that I wasn't paying too much attention to it, and I saw it the day after, and I actually linked it and sent it to you because it was so funny. This is
yeah,
like a
yeah.
10-minute rant that Conte had after their draw to Southampton.
It was
They drew
incredible.
3-3 to Southampton. Southampton got a last-minute penalty that James Ward-Prowse tucked away um, to draw the game 3-3. And Conte went mental and basically started slating everyone at the club. It was hilarious. He's so
It
desperate to
was
get the
so
sack. It's
good.
hilarious.
It was so
But
good.
like the kind of pick of the bunch for the quotes from him. They're used to it here. Oh God, what accent's that?
I
I'll do
don't
it on my own accent. They're used to it
know.
here. They don't play for something important. They don't want to play under pressure or under stress. Tottenham's story is this: 20 years there is this owner, and they've never won something. Why?
Why?
And
Yeah.
Matt, can you? What a fantastic for a Chelsea fan to watch the crumbling, the breakdown over there at Spurs
Yeah,
is great. But what a quote for him to come out with just in public in a press
I
conference.
loved
Like,
it. I
imagine
loved
what his
it.
playing squad must have felt like the people above him.
Good.
Oh my God, he must have got so many WhatsApps like, mate, you having a laugh? And he's like, I don't.
Uh,
He doesn't care.
no,
He doesn't
no.
care. He's literally
It's
just like
it.
putting them all under the bus.
Yeah, he
Um,
just wants to get a sack done.
he
He's
clearly
like, I'm
does. He wants
done.
that severance
But
pay,
he's
man.
fully
He
done.
wants that 30
Yeah,
mil severance pay. He don't give an F.
yeah. No, I don't blame him either.
No,
And
yeah.
he's completely right. It's heritage.
It's
And what's
heritage.
Tottenham's
Yeah,
heritage? What's
exactly.
Tottenham's heritage? Fuck all.
It's
So
Spursy, isn't it? Being Spursy, that's the
it's
heritage.
Spursy. Did you see that video that I sent you? I think it was today. I'm pretty sure it was today. Someone made like a mock-up Spurs thing. I think it's Paddy Power actually.
Yeah.
And they've done like a mock-up Spurs like museum thing of remembering all the good times.
Right,
And there
okay.
is no good times. It's literally just every time Arsenal lost.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Oh,
like
okay, yeah,
that's
yeah.
like their good times.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they were like, oh, so where is the Tottenham stuff? And he's opened the door to this little room, and it's just like three posters, and it was like Tottenham Stadium to be the only stadium to have a cheese board or something like that. And then some blokes come in and went, "Oh, I need a shit," and it's in the toilet. So their actual achievements are in the actual toilet. Oh, it's so good. But yeah,
I'll have to look for
heritage.
that.
They haven't
Heritage.
they haven't got none. So yeah, no, I'm I'm all for it. I love Conte for just coming out and just being like, let's have it.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Like, give me my 30 million now.
Yeah.
So love all that. It was quite weird. Oprah Winfrey was the ref in the game between Man United and Fulham, handing out red cards like, you get a red card, you get a red card, you get a red card. And I don't blame her. Don't blame her. If you haven't seen this, Mitrovic and the coach, what was the coach's name? Oh my god.
Marco Silva.
Yeah, Marco Silva. They got both a red card, and and William got a red card for the handball for the goal. But that's like thing. That's the same as what Reece James got against Liverpool. So it's just the hand blocking the goal basically. So that was like just a straightforward red card. Mitrovic wasn't
Went
happy.
mental.
He's never a happy bunny, is he?
No.
So he's come over to the ref, manhandled him, literally like grabbed him,
Grabbed his arm,
like
didn't he? Pulled
foot.
him back.
You know what? Know what it reminded me of? Tarkovsky against
True,
Felix.
true, yeah, true.
He's literally grabbed him around and started yelling, I don't know, Polish stuff at him or something,
Serbian
wherever
stuff.
he's from.
He's Serbian.
Serbian,
Yeah.
yeah. Just loads of stuff and like that. And apparently he's like, threats and everything like
Yeah.
that. So he got done with a red card, but he didn't go off with a red card. He stayed on and continued arguing with the ref after he's been shown that red card, with everybody around him, and even his own players just saying like, leave it, just get off.
Yeah.
He was having none of it. That Serbian in him. Possibly charged with a 10-game ban.
Yeah, I've seen rumors
Is
of
that
that.
ridiculous?
No, I mean, I think what he did was definitely like overstepping the line. I mean, he literally did he did roughly grab the guy and like yank him back.
Yeah.
There
That's
has,
assault.
yeah, basically, yeah, literally, yeah. If someone did it to you at work, yeah, it's assault, as you said.
Yeah.
So the FA actually hasn't told us. We don't know the length of the ban
No,
yet.
nothing yet. No.
So we actually are unsure how long he'll get. but I'm sure we'll find out soon.
Yeah.
But
Well, the
yeah,
rumors are a 10-game ban. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe that's a bit
it's basically the
ridiculous,
rest of the season, isn't it? At that point,
but I think it's to set an example, and I
definitely,
think
yeah,
they
of
need to
course,
do. I think they need to do that now. And if they come out with, oh no, it's only a 3-game, or even if they come out and say, oh, it's a 5-game ban instead, no one's going to care. But if they come out and go, it's a 10 or 15-game ban or something
yeah,
ridiculous
you're
like
never
that,
doing that again.
or even or even to the point of reducing Fulham's points, you know, a player won't be bloody doing that again, will they? They'll
No,
think twice, being like, "Oh, a 10-game ban, 15-game ban, or but I could lose points for the club."
yeah,
Like,
it's a bit like a Hogwarts, isn't it, where they get points taken out of their
exactly,
house points.
exactly. No, exactly that, exactly that. And he's got a slithering away.
Nice.
So no, it was terrible. So yeah, I think it's right. I think he should get at least 10-game ban just to set an
Set an
example. Honestly,
example to him and to everyone
yeah,
else. I mean,
yeah.
fortunately, it doesn't actually happen that much. Like you very rarely see a player manhandle a ref. They obviously
No,
do.
no.
They do shout at them and have a go at them
Yeah.
quite a lot.
But you need to be aware that it is a serious situation when you do that.
Yeah,
And you know what I said to you, didn't I? I said it was coming. When we played Fulham, they were so aggressive, and
yeah,
Mitrovic was an arsehole then as well, and
yeah.
he's been an
He always
arsehole
has
ever
been. Yeah,
since.
he always has
And he
been.
always has been.
Yeah,
So I think it was coming, and he needs anger management issues,
yeah,
counselling. To be honest with
yeah,
you,
yeah. Seems like it.
because it wasn't even him like getting the rate. Oh, it's just weird,
Yeah.
man. Anyway, and then the coach doesn't help, so you can see where they got it
Yeah,
from.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But well,
So
Pochettino
yeah,
had a big issue with that back in the day when remember the Battle of the Bridge when we
yeah,
drew
yeah,
two
yeah,
all. Like
yeah,
Pochettino G'd on his players to get to that point of aggressiveness,
yeah.
and it was a crazy. I mean, it was actually an iconic game, but a disgusting game in terms of tackles and what was
Oh
happening.
yeah, definitely. Yeah,
But yeah, he often let players get out of control, because he wasn't coaching them to stay level-headed, and it
yeah.
looked like a similar thing happened there with Marco Silva. Talk going on from more United stuff because by the way, Man United won that game 3-1 and they are now
Oh
through.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think now
yeah. They
through to the
did. Yeah,
semis of the FA Cup, I
I'm
believe. I
pretty
think it's
sure.
that. I
Pretty
think it's
sure.
that.
Yeah,
But so more news has come about a second bid coming in actually today, or as of today, we're
Ooh.
recording Wednesday, the 22nd of March, worth £6 billion for United from Sheikh Jassim, the same guy who made a public announcement that he's making an initial bid. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if you thought that United was kind of worth this price, considering we were what, like 3 billion, 4 billion,
4 billion.
4 billion.
So obviously, I think we're worth 6 billion as well. I think we are worth 6 billion. But I've said this in previous podcasts where we was in a rushed time to get it done, and plus it was the government controlled, so it wasn't like trying to get profit for the owners or whatever.
Yeah,
There was no profit to be had. So I think we could undercut our value by a good 2 or 3 billion. And I think we would have been worth 6 or 7. And I think Manchester United at the state that they're in, you're probably talking 5 or 6. They're not as big as they used to be at all, during the Ferguson era,
mm.
but they're still good. They've got a massive, massive fan base. I mean, you ask anyone,
Yeah,
Cristiano
huge.
Ronaldo was there, so all of his little fanboys all over the world know who Man United
Yeah,
are. So they got absolute massive fan base. So probably 6 billion is probably around about right, to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
I don't think they're worth any more than that, just because of the actual club itself not doing well in recent years. But yeah, 6 billion sounds all right. I mean, I wouldn't mind a little bit of 6 billion. Uh, I'll take 1% if you want. So yeah, no, 6 billion sounds okay. What about you?
Yeah, no, I mean, just yeah, based on marketability, club name, some of
Yeah,
the players they have are massive in different regions around the world. You think like
yeah,
Bruno Fernandes, and other players like that. Casemiro, obviously massive in Brazil. So,
yeah, massive. Yeah,
um, no, I get it. Like it would be daft of us to be like, well, we're probably worth more than them. We're obviously not. Like this is
no,
United. They've got like one of the
no.
biggest, most iconic stadiums in the world. Um,
But then again, we are massive, bruv.
I know we are, but we're not as big as Man United. So yeah, it makes sense that they would go for more than us. But as you said, though, this is going to be either it's going to be a bidding war, or this is like the offer that trumps them all because no one has got as much money as these guys do. So there's
No,
no one going to
no,
be able to spend as
definitely
much as
not.
that.
No.
So yeah,
and even if they do, sorry, if anybody comes in with 6.5 billion,
yeah,
I mean they're just going to come in with 8.
yeah, literally, yeah.
Just
Like,
to shut
they've
them
basically
up.
got unlimited money. They are
Yeah,
like an arm of the. Where are they from now? Can't remember again.
the
Is it
United Arab
is it
Emirates.
UAE? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But they have like major ties to like the royal family.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Everybody bloody
Qatar,
does.
Qatar.
Yeah,
So yeah, they've
Qatar.
got hella P. So yeah,
Yeah,
they're probably
hella
gonna win
P.
the bid. And
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
it'll be another state-owned run club in football again, which is so lovely
Yay.
for the game. So yeah,
Yeah,
lucky us.
so good, so good. Arsenal defender, whatever his name is, what's his
Takahiro
name?
Tomiyasu.
Will be ruled out for the remainder of the season after a significant injury to his right knee. So we love all that.
I know he's had quite an injury hit season, but he actually doesn't start many games with Arsenal.
No.
All the only way this is going to affect them, I imagine, is if other players get injured and they don't have good replacements. But
Yeah, yeah. I just thought
yeah,
I'd add it in there anyway because it's
oh, it's good
Arsenal
to
and
know.
we
It's
love
good
to
to
see
know.
them
Yeah,
fall.
it's good to know.
So, any bad news from Arsenal is good news for us.
We're so bitter, aren't we? This season we're so
No.
bitter. Honestly.
Roy Hodgson has been appointed as Crystal Palace manager until the end of the season. Lol, what the fuck?
I put this in late last night because I saw it and I just thought a bit mad in it that they went from trying to revolutionise their club with Patrick Vieira
Yeah.
from the Roy Hodgson era, which was some of the worst football you'll ever see. And
to going back to
to
him.
go and bring him back in at 75 years old after he's been retired for a year or two is just it's just peak football, isn't it? And it's only on an interim basis and it's probably up until the end of the season, but just a funny little thing that seems to happen in football more often than not. So good luck to Roy Hodgson. He's got a job to do because Palace are terrible, and although they are in where the hell are they? Although they're only in 12th, they've lost they're 4 of their last games, and they're only 3 points above the relegation. In fact, from 12th to 20th, there is only 4 points between. So literally anyone in 8 teams at this point can get relegated. So apparently this is the closest it's ever been after game week 28. Yeah, 28 than it's ever been before in the Premier League. So it's going to be a fantastic end to the season.
Love it.
We'll keep an eye on that.
And hopefully we're not in that.
Oh, we won't be because we're on 38 points. So unless we have a particularly bad run and all of those shit teams take points of us, we should be all right. But hey, there's no guarantees. So, we should have been all right against Everton, but we weren't. Thanks for listening to The Pride. If you enjoyed what you heard, feel free to leave us a review on your podcast app of choice and maybe drop a like or follow on our YouTube, Twitter, TikTok and Instagram pages. And as always, up the Chels.